A man who tolerates everything eventually becomes nothing. Asterisk. You weren't born to be stepped on. You weren't meant to live a life where people walk over your silence and call it peace. Stoicism is not about being passive, it's about being powerful, internally. But that doesn't mean you accept everything quietly. Because here's the hard truth. If you tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or dishonesty long enough, they become the standard mantra. And no amount of calm breathing will fix a life where your boundaries are consistently violated. So if you've ever stayed quiet when you should have spoken, smiled when you were disrespected, or let things slide to keep the peace, this video will remind you of who you really are. Let's dive into 6 behaviors no Stoic man should ever accept, no matter what. 1. Disrespect disguised as just joking. The first red flag is subtle but deadly. Disrespect disguised as humor. They call it just a joke, but it's always at your expense. Your looks, your work, your values, nothing is off limits. Stoicism teaches us to remain unmoved by opinions, but it does not teach us to laugh at our own humiliation. A man who respects himself knows that consistent jokes that sting are veiled attacks, and he walks away without needing to explain. Don't tolerate masked insults. Even Marcus Aurelius didn't entertain fools in disguise. 2. Constantly one-sided relationships. You always call, you always help, you always listen, but when you need something, silence. Stoicism values harmony, but not servitude. When a relationship drains your energy without return, it's no longer stoic, it's slavery. True Stoics give with intention, not obligation. You must stop accepting connections that only survive off your effort. You are not a lifeline for people who never learn to swim. 3. Manipulation through guilt. TD. Ever been made to feel bad for setting a boundary? This is manipulation at its finest. They flip the script and suddenly you are the problem. Stoicism teaches clarity of mind, and guilt is one of the foggiest emotions. A Stoic man sees guilt tripping as emotional warfare, and he doesn't fight it, he exits. If they only love you when you're bending, it's not love. It's control. 4. Passive-aggressive behavior. The silent treatment, sarcastic comments, delayed responses. These aren't quirks, they're weapons. Passive aggression is manipulation that hides behind plausible deniability. But a Stoic man doesn't engage in games. He either speaks directly or walks away from people who won't. Clarity is kindness. Confusion is control. 5. Repeated broken promises. Everyone slips once, but repeated broken promises aren't mistakes. They're messages. When people cancel, ghost, or shift their word over and over, what they're really saying is, you're not important. Stoicism is rooted in integrity, and a Stoic man surrounds himself only with those who honor their word. Your time is a gift. Don't waste it on the unreliable. 6. People who mock your growth. Ever notice how the more you try to improve, the more certain people try to pull you back? They laugh at your discipline, your gym habit, your reading, your journaling. But Stoicism teaches that growth is sacred, and only the insecure mock it. A Stoic man keeps rising, even when his surroundings want him to shrink. If your growth offends them, they were never meant to grow with you. You were not born to be passive in the face of disrespect. You were not designed to shrink to make others comfortable. Stoicism is not weakness. It's not silence. It's not turning the other cheek when your soul is screaming for justice. It's about calm strength, unshakable boundaries, and deep self-respect. So from this day forward, make a vow to yourself. No more tolerating what steals your peace. No more entertaining people who drain your energy. No more accepting less just to keep others more comfortable. Because the way you allow others to treat you becomes the way you eventually treat yourself. And you, my friend, deserve better. If this message resonated with you, don't just keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to the channel for more Stoic insights, and share it with someone who needs a wake-up call today. Together we rise, not through noise, but through unshakable presence.